Imola was the site for the opening round of the World Touring Car Championship Automotive Racing on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 platforms and Project Cars 2. Drop a like, guys, on the video if you do enjoy the action that you're about to see in front of you. If you want to get involved in the on-track action, be sure to go to www.motiveracing.com and go to the Discord server. But enjoy the action and, over to the highlights. Right, here we go. It looks like we're lights out and away we go now. Good start from pole there from Pro Fubby as Beam Basher immediately tucks into the slipstream to try and get a good run. Grandad Steve has been jumped already. The Mutts Nuts has made a great start there up into second place ahead of Beam Basher and Grandad Steve. ATL there in fifth place as they're coming through the first little left right here, and Pro Fubby leads the field ahead of the Mutts Nuts at the moment. Mutts Nuts getting ahead of Grandad Steve and Beam Basher. ATL behind Grandad Steve and Beam Basher at the moment. Falguest in sixth, Aussie Albie, Pete Bibb there in eighth place, RDJ, DJ Phil, Joe Black, Fulek and Diabetic Lamb at the back of the field, flashing his lights at the opening lap of the race. But Pro Fubby getting the start they needed there off the line, got away very nicely, but Beam Basher there got a little bit mugged at the start and is down to fourth place behind, losing out massively. I think he's got a slowdown penalty coming up the hill, and Falguest is up into fifth place. Looks like Beam Basher's being passed by lots and lots of drivers here. Aussie Albie and Pete Bibb up into sixth and seventh respectively, and Beam Basher down to behind him as the cameraman tries to focus on the action here. But Beam Basher looking to the inside of Pete Bibb and trying to get back up into P7 if he can. Oh, they're running very, very close there. Keep it clean, guys. Nice driving there. Pete Bibb looking like he's giving him the space on the inside, and Beam Basher making a lovely move up into seventh place there. The Albie running at the back of this trio, then a little bit of a gap back to Pete Bibb, and then a big gap back to Beam Basher, who's lost out to Joe Black here. So he had put ahead of Pete Bibb before, but now Beam Basher might have made a mistake coming out the final corner. He's now been overtaken by Joe Black, and Joe Black having a good debut. Beam Basher though looking back to the inside, coming up towards the Villeneuve chicane. I think he's going to have the position back there, so Beam Basher back up into. Diabetic Lamb goes up the inside there. Fulek ever so wide there through that left hander, and Diabetic Lamb now up into ninth. ATL's posted on Grandad Steve a bit, and now Falguest has got the run on ATL coming down towards the hairpin. Is Falguest going to get enough of that car alongside ATL to get this move done into the hairpin? I think he has got that done now. Went a little bit more deep than ATL did into the corner, but I think he's going to cover that one off, and Falguest now into fourth. And look at that, Grandad Steve getting a bit of a dodgy exit there out of the final corner. Falguest is going to try and get the run if he can. ATL is now under pressure from Aussie Albie as well, as Aussie Albie is looking to try and get up into fifth place if he can. He's got that slipstream here in the distance there. You can also see Falguest looking to the inside of Grandad Steve, and he's going to have that done into the first corner. I think he's going to have the inside line, and Falguest up into third. Aussie Albie still not able to get ahead of it. Diabetic Lamb 6 tenths quicker than Aussie Albie, and he's got ahead of ATL there as Diabetic Lamb, so he's up into sixth place. Diabetic Lamb continuing to make inroads here in this race. Very impressive job here. As Falguest has got ahead of the Mutts, that's all Mutts is wide onto the gravel, and that's going to have lost him P2 there. Falguest there did not need a second invitation and can now try and chase after the race leader. Is Grandad Steve going to be able to get this around the long way? You can get a little bit of grip on the outside there. He's going to switch back to the inside now as Mutts Nuts tries to take his normal racing line, and Grandad Steve there just looking up a little bit as he rode over the curb. He'll have to back off a little bit. He would have got a slowdown for that one as he went all fours off the track for a second, but Mutts Nuts holds on in. But Falguest really giving it some, trying to get back up onto the rear of him. Oh, it's Pro Fubby's wide. First mistake of the race there for Pro Fubby. Falguest moves through up into the lead. So Pro Fubby with a momentary lapse of concentration. That's the first time in this race that I've seen Pro Fubby really make any kind of a P5. Joe's going to get a nice run here out of the final corner. Is he going to get the run? I think he is. And he's got the move done on Diabetic Lamb, but it's Diabetic Lamb going to tip into that slipstream and try and get the immediate reply. I think Joe Black's got the legs on him. He just got a better run coming out of the final corner, and that's going to serve him well all the way until the end of this straight. And he's going to have that position done and comfortable. As we see the race leader Falguest coming into the pits. Pro Fubby staying out for the time being. Falguest still want to make sure that he can ram home the advantage to these, because Falguest seemed to be in that box for a while. So he's now 46 seconds off of Fubby. I don't know.
He's coming back at Joe again.
4P5 as Diabetic Lamb's looking to the outside into the hairpin. He's not going to get it around that way, is he? Oh, maybe he is, you know. Oh, look at that, keeping it within track limits. What a move there from Diabetic Lamb. I was not expecting that at all. He has well and truly done bits there, driving clean around the outside of Joe Black up into fifth place. What a move there. These two coming up towards the final chicane, and Diabetic Lamb still trying to put Joe on. Oh, Joe's gone on straight on over the chicane, and he will get a slowdown for that, I'm sure of it. Well, I think he might hold on to the position here ahead of Diabetic Lamb. No, he's slowing down for that slowdown there. And Diabetic Lamb moves up into 5th place. Flash the lights there from Diabetic Lamb. Constantly swapping over between these two, as now we've got Joe looking to the outside of Diabetic Lamb up towards the chicane. And is he going to be able to go around the outside of him? He is. Look at that. Joe Black, brilliant move. Can Diabetic Lamb get the cut back on him? I don't think he's going to be able to. He's going to have a look to the outside, coming into the hairpin. Joe Black passed Diabetic Lamb around the outside a couple of corners ago. Diabetic Lamb cannot return the favour this time around. He did it earlier on though, but can't really get the cut back there, coming out of the hairpin. And Joe Black up into P4 there. Great move. Here he goes. Beautiful exit out of the final corner there from Diabetic Lamb. Looking to the outside. They're going to be side by side here down the start finish straight. And I think Diabetic Lamb will have the inside if he can keep his McGann on the inside. No, that's stuck back into that slipstream. Joe Black definitely got a little bit of a lower downforce setup on his McGann, and that's given him that edge coming down the straight as we come up towards the first corner. And Diabetic Lamb with no answer there, despite having the slipstream. He's losing ground to Joe Black coming down that start finish straight. So Joe has clearly got a better setup for the straights, which Diabetic Lamb isn't able to make the most of it. As Joe and Diabetic Lamb still battling it out. Diabetic Lamb ducking back into the slipstream down the hill. Flashed the lights there from Diabetic Lamb. I don't know if that was an apology. It looked like an apology, but he's back up the inside. Oh, beautifully done there from Diabetic Lamb. Great racing from these two as he rides over that curve on the inside. Don't know if he would have got a slowdown for that, as he definitely had full wheels off the track for a moment. Down the pit straight they come. Maybe he's been ordered to give the position back because he was just trying to let him past with the minimal amount of coasting they could possibly do there. But he tucks back into the slipstream once again as they're coming back down towards turn 1. But Diabetic Lamb once again has not got the legs on Joe to get that position. So I think Falgus is now within pit stop range, but the thing is, he needs to be 6 seconds ahead of Fubby to win this race. We're now on lap 29, so Fubby's either going to come in this lap or the next lap. I have a funny feeling. I've said this since the beginning, haven't I, Phil? I've said I think he's going to come in on the last lap.
I think he is as well.
Yeah, he's out in front. He's got some lap traffic just in front of him. I don't know, maybe that might influence his decision. Maybe, who knows, if he's got somebody in front of him, that could change it. But I'm pretty sure he is going to stay out until the end of lap 30. I don't think we're going to be seeing that mild 7 livery coming at the end of this lap, or Imochi livery, should I say. But he's coming up on some traffic, so I don't know if that might influence their decision. Let's see. As soon as he ducks out of that slipstream, he just seems to lose a bit of ground, and Joe Black just pulling away every time Diabetic Lamb pulls out of that slipstream. That's it. Joe Black, he's gone. Diabetic Lamb needs to either capitalise on a mistake from Joe, or needs to go for a lunge up the inside or something. He needs to just throw caution to the wind at this point. But Joe driving a really, really solid race here in 4th place and keeping him at bay. Profubby is going to leave it till the last lap to make that pit stop, and I'm not surprised about that at all. And here he comes. Into the box comes Profubby. Will come into the pit lane first. He'll be in the box shortly. I think Falgus is going to take the lead, but Fubby will be within that window of him. Falgus moves up into the lead, but Fubby is definitely within that 6 second window. So here we go. Falgus takes the lead of the round 1 of the Touring Car Championship at Motive Racing, but the penalties is 7 seconds for Falgus. So Pro Fubby on course to win this race as long as he stays within that 7 second gap. And it's currently 1.7 seconds between these two. So Pro Fubby looks like he's going to take round 1 of the. But Falgus coming in towards the final few corners here at Imola for the first round of the season. It's been a really good drive from Falgus here in this one. He's been pushing on the limit for most of this race. He's been the fastest man out on track tonight, let's be honest with you. But Profubby's definitely been the most consistent and the most disciplined out there as well. Falgus is already flashing his lights as he comes up towards the line. Pretty chuffed with a P2, takes the win on the track, but it is going to be Profubby taking the round 1 of the Motive Racing Touring Car Championship here on a Friday night. Congratulations to both of these guys. Falgus wins on the track, Profubby takes the win in the classification. Falgus finishing in P2. Great racing from those two. They pushed each other to the limit for the whole of the race.